Hey guys, Miss Jen from the Discovery Museum, and we are going to be doing an art activity to celebrate Arbor Day. So Arbor Day is all about trees, and I have a couple of art activities to go with it. So we're going to be celebrating trees in a unique way. So I put on my art smock because we are going to be using some things that might get us a little bit messy today. I've got crayons, I also have some paint, and I have leaves. So I'm going to try out a couple of different activities today. So my first activity is going to be using a crayon to do some leaf rubbings. So I'm going to take a leaf, I'm going to put it underneath my paper, and then I'm going to take a crayon and peel off some of the paper, and I have a couple of different crayons here that have some paper removed, and then I'm going to take the crayon, lay it down like this, and then I'm going to do some rubbing right over top of it to see the leaves below the paper. And what's really neat is you don't have to use green. I have a couple of different colors of crayons that have no wrapping, but you can use green if you want. You can use any color you would like because you don't have to use the colors that the trees already come in. You can make your tree purple if you want. I also have, this crayon is a little bit sparkly. You can't necessarily tell, but it was half naked, so I figured I would use it. So I have a couple of different leaves under my paper that I can use, and you can see the veins on the leaves this way too, not just the outside shape, the outline, but you can see the veins, you can see the stem that when you remove the leaf from the tree. Now I only took a couple, like one leaf per tree, because I don't want to hurt the tree. It's like ripping out its hair. So I only took one leaf from each tree. And then once I'm done, I've got these really cool designs. You can see the leaves, you can see the veins, you can see the shape of the leaves, you can see the stem. So this is a really cool way to see the leaf up close and personal. For this activity, I'm going to take my leaf, and I have a little bit of paint here on a tray, and I have a couple other leaves that I want to try this with. So I'm going to use my leaf like a stamp. I'm going to dip it in the paint, and maybe I need to smush it around. So I'm going to use this leaf to start with. This is a ginkgo leaf, and it's got a really cool shape. You can see the shape of it is sort of a umbrella-y. And so there is a ginkgo tree right outside the Discovery Museum. So I grabbed this when I went to visit the museum today. I didn't go in, I just grabbed a leaf from the tree, and I'm going to dip it in my paint, and I'm kind of gonna blot it around so I can get some paint on all of the leaf parts. And so I also have my smock on just in case this gets a little bit messy and out of control. That way I don't ruin the shirt that I have on underneath this. So always a good idea when you are doing an art activity. So now I have some paint on my leaf. I'm going to take the leaf and I'm going to slowly and gently set it down on my paper. I might pat it out a little bit to make sure that the leaf is all the way on the paper, and then I'm very carefully going to lift it up. And when I peel it off, you should see the design. You should see the leaf print left behind. Now, I think that I'm going to take my leaf and I'm going to make a little image. Oh, I got a great idea. Since it's Arbor Day, I'll take these leaves and I'll make a tree shape. Now, I might need to get a little more paint on this, but I'm going to maybe make an Arbor Day card and send it to a friend of mine. So, and it's okay if you use a couple of different leaves. If you want to use 3 or 4 different types of leaves, that's awesome. The more variety, the better. Maybe you want to turn this picture into something completely different, and you don't want to be, it doesn't have to be about Arbor Day. It doesn't have to be a picture of a tree. I just like the idea that I can take a tree leaf and turn it into a whole tree. How much fun is that? Now, once I'm done printing with this, I'm going to set it to dry because I don't want it to get all over the things in my house. I might leave it out here because I'm outside today, or maybe you have a safe place to dry it inside. So going to show you my design. So now I can take some crayons or some colored pencils and add a stem, and maybe I'll draw a kid underneath the tree, and then I can use this to share with a friend. I can also use it as artwork to decorate my house, or I can use it as part of a bigger art project. Maybe I like the print and I'm going to leave it, and then maybe some other time I'm going to cut it out and use it for another activity. So this is a fun way that you can use the leaves that you picked up on your nature walk to create a design on a piece of paper.